Good evening, everyone. My name is Ken Pasakyan. I'm going to show you the simulation for the three equation linear equation, as you can see here. So for the first equation is 2x plus 2y plus z equals 20. For the second is negative 3x minus y minus z equals negative 18. For the third is x plus y plus 2z equals 16. So here's the model in using Simulink. So here's 2x using green, and using block, and using the solver, the geometric constraint, and the display for the numbers. So here is 2, 2y, and 1 for z, and negative 3x, negative 1, negative 1, then 1, 1, 2. For the constant, it's negative 20 because I transferred it to the other side. So negative 20, 8, negative positive 18, negative 16. So it's all connected. So for the x, for all the x are here, 2, negative 3, and 1. For the y, it's all here, 2, negative 1, and 1. And for the z, it's 1, negative 1, and 2. All the constants are connected in the block. So let's start the simulation. So here we have the x, it's 3, and y for 5, and z for 4. For checking, let's check here manually. Let's substitute 4, 2 times 3 plus 2 times 5 plus 4 equals to 20. So for that, it's going to be 6. 6 plus 10 plus 4 equals 20. So that's going to be 20 equals 20. So for the second one, it's negative 3 times 3 minus 5 minus 4 equals negative 18. That's going to be negative 9 minus 5 minus 4 equals negative 18. So it's going to be negative 9. So negative 9 and negative 5 and negative 4, it's going to be negative 18. So for the third one, let's substitute 3 plus 5 plus 2 times 4 equals 60. X is going to be 8 plus 8 equals 60. So it's going to be 60 equals 60. And here we go. For the final result, it's correct. All of the connections are correct. So it was solved properly. Now that's for the three equations linear functions. So now for the four equations linear. This is the model, also using the model on the three equations. So these are for the x, 3, negative, negative 2, 3, I mean, it's gonna be 3, 2, 3, and 4. Now for the y, here's for the y, it's going to be negative 2, 3, 2, and negative 7. Now for the z, this is for the z. These are the values of z. It's going to be 4, negative 2, negative 6, and 4. Now for the value of w's, these are the w's. It's going to be negative 8, 6, negative 7, and 6. These are the constants. I displayed them on the left side, so it's going to be negative 8, negative 8, negative 4, positive 2, and negative 22. So now let's start the simulation. So here's the values for x, this is for values of y, and this is for values of z, and this is for the value of w. So let's zoom. It's going to be 2.5 for x, and for y it's going to be negative 0.881, and for the z it's going to be 0.6982, and for the w it's going to be 0.5068. Now let's check. I'm going to use the calculator here. So let's check first. Going to be 3, then 2.5, negative minus 2 times negative 8, 0.881 plus 4 times 0.6982 and negative 8 times 0.5068. So here we go. So here's the value. It's 8.006 because of the decimal places. So here's our value. And here 0.8, it's going to be the equation 8. So that's the same for all. It's the same for every equation, but that's for the fourth equation, and that's all. That's for the fourth equation, and for finding the roots, this is for the uh, roots. So finding the roots, it's going to be x is equals to 0. So here's the model that I created. So this is on all of it. This is 5x equals to x cubed minus 4x squared minus 11x plus 30. So here's the model. It's going to be 1, negative 4, and negative 11, and constants of 30. Now let's find the root. Let's start the simulation. So the root is 1.2. 806. So this is the root for the fx equals to 0. So for the final one, finding the roots of x and y. So here, when we correct me if I'm wrong, this is the model I created for the x and y. So for the first one, it's 1 for the square root of x 1, so negative 1 and 1. So these are the root for the x and y. So this is the y, 1 x squared, 1, this is square root of x. Here's for the block, and a constant of 0.5, the output. Then for the second one is 1, 5, and negative 1. So this is supposed to be a merge of x and 1. So we have a 5x and square root of negative 1 here. For the result, let's find the roots. So the roots are for the x. For the roots of x is negative 0.008861, and for the roots of y it's 0.4911. So that's all in finding or using Simulink for solving equations. That's for the three equations, four equations, and finding the roots. That's all. Thank you.